Right, well, good morning everyone. This morning, it's early in the morning, I've driven down to Bognor Regis because it's something I want to have a look at, and it needs to be low tide, so came here quite early this morning. Got a couple of people with me as well, Max and Amanda and Roxy, so let's go see what I want to find out. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful morning here on the beach. Sun is shining, it's nice and warm as well. We've seen there's a couple of people out already. It's 7:15 in the morning, which I've timed specifically to be low tide, so we get the best look at this this Mulberry Harbour remains. But as we're walking along, Amanda has just found a fiver on the ground. Now I find it quite amusing because there's a metal detector bloke going along using his metal detector to obviously try and find something of value, and there is this fiver just laid on the ground. Isn't it great? Anyway, let's go have a look at this Mulberry Harbour. Well, we're just coming into sight of what I came to look at, the remains of this Mulberry Harbour, which is right in front of us now. Now this is a World War II relic. Many of you will know by now I'm quite interested in history and always amazed with what we can find just laying around, and this is something that has intrigued me. Now the Mulberry Harbour, the idea being it was a harbour that was floated out during the D-Day landings in order to create a harbour on the French side to get our troops in and out of. And the idea being that the Nazis would blow up any harbours remaining on the French side to prevent us from using them to our advantage. So they created this concrete floating harbour made in sections. But the problem was, as they were making them, how could they hide it from the aerial reconnaissance of the Nazis? So what they did is they submerged all the pieces until D-Day, and once D-Day came and was successful, they floated them out and created the harbour. But before D-Day happened, a massive storm hit the south coast, and this particular piece broke free and washed up inland, and it was decided it was too far damaged to be worth repairing, so it was abandoned, and it's still remains here nearly 100 years later. So the thing I love about this is that this is history that we can touch. Purposely came here at low tide so we can get a proper look at this, and here I am touching this thing. It's fantastic. Loads of little I want to say barnacles, but I'm going to say sea creatures just on this case here. Well, obviously it's been under sea and they've taken hold. You know, this is the type of thing you just don't get to see that much unless you know about these things. I'm so pleased we made it here today. It's so exciting. Well, I am chuffed to pieces to have finally came to look at the Mulberry Harbour remains. I've been meaning to see this for ages, and I tell you what, it was worth the wait because everything was just perfect this morning. The sun, the tide being out, it was so worth the wait. So really happy, really happy and excited. Now I'm hoping there's a few more things we can quickly look at in this area in Bognor. A bit of interest, otherwise it's going to be a very short video, isn't it? So let's go see what we can find out. Right, just opposite the beach is Marine Gardens, which although the flowers are looking absolutely lovely at this time of year, just in beautiful little colours, there's not a huge amount to show you, and I think we're all pretty cold as well. The weather has been lovely today, but it's a bit on the chilly side, especially with that wind blowing up against us. So I think we're going to go and get a nice warm breakfast. Well, we came along to one of my favourite cafes and I got a nice bacon and egg stick. Roxy's been given some sausage, which he's happily munching on as well. Best thing is, as we pulled into this car park, it suddenly looked very, very busy, and there's either a bike meet or a car meet going on, which completely surprised us. Some rather interesting looking cars, to say the least. So it's only just gone to +9, and we've already had quite an adventure this morning. So it's been good fun. It's been good day. Right. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.